Okay, I really, really need to clear some stuff up, okay? Brony style, alright? Ruka Ruka Ali. Now, some of you might have heard of this guy. I've heard a few songs from him. I'm not really that. I don't really care, you know? He's not my kind of guy. But this, alright, you have to understand before you start posting bullshit in the comments that it's a joke. It's a joke. And he knows our culture enough to understand jokes like Big Macintosh saying "yep" all the time. You know, so he's done his research, and obviously he's targeting the obvious stereotype. So when I see like comments talking, where bronies are basically being angry, where do they expect to go? Okay, where do they expect to go? These people here, their main argument against bronies is that they're pedophiles. Ruka Ruka Ali isn't really for or against it. He's obviously given the show a chance enough to know what it is before making this joke thing. You see, look here. So that's what I'm saying, and I am quite disappointed in the fandom for this sort of thing. I'm getting fed up of seeing. There was a time when bronies were intellectual, a time when we were the ones that had the higher ground. We were the ones that had the good arguments and the good morals, and it was the haters that were in the comments marked as spam. But now I'm seeing, I actually know this guy as it happens, and we are friends, and he's only joking, but the fact that the main audience for this, like, I've got another friend, and he showed me this video, and he's like, oh yeah, look at this, yeah. He knows nothing of this fandom and its works. He knows absolutely fuck all about the great stuff that we have achieved and what we continue to achieve. Everlasting. Stereotypes are so easy to, target. And if you're going to retaliate in the comments, just stop and don't, okay? Especially when it's a joke, because you just look stupid and you make the fandom look stupid. Especially when half the time you don't even use proper grammar, seriously. Just don't, okay? This is a good joke and I actually enjoy it, but I just get really, really frustrated when I see my fandom that is so incredibly influential and important to me retaliate in such a way that makes them makes us look like idiots, We can't. I get the joke, and I'm smart enough to understand the joke. And those that don't, to be quite honest, I'm surprised they are even bronies. It's as if they're just going along with the fad. And if you are a brony just going along with it, then I have nothing to say to you. Really, I have nothing to say to you, because this fandom is so much more. It's given me insight and inspiration to make great things, and I hope to continue making great things and better myself. And I can't when you've got people. For example, this, okay, there was a picture of this and it had crossed out season 2, as in we want season 2, and Celestia was there, Molestia, things like that. So he knows of our culture and the inside jokes, So, seriously, and especially when you look at all his other stuff, and all the stuff that he's done there, like, look, he's, making parodies, and he makes fun of a lot of people, same with Minecraft and all that kind of stuff, so, just don't get offended about it, because, seriously, there is no point, especially when the top comments are brony haters. You have no ground here. So where do you think you're going to get by commenting with your, argument of loving and tolerating? Because you just look stupid. You just look stupid. This fandom has done great things, and really, I think because our fandom is expanding, we let in more people who aren't really, meant to be, sort of thing. We can't have a fandom that's very selective in who it accepts. but it's going to be getting out of hand, and I'm pretty sure that 2012, it was about the optimal time. It was a good time, I think, or at least for me it was, because I was new to it. But once you're in the fandom for a while, you become aware that it's quite large and there's too many people in it, and it's nice and everything, but not when a lot of them are just not right for it at all. Like, for example, okay, now I don't really know what to say about this, because he's completely off time, and it isn't just that video. There's like the cringe. I don't know much about this at all, really, but it just comes across. It gives the message that us bronies are a bit weird, a bit, okay, maybe not this, but a bit odd, a bit peculiar, not right, you know, like MLP. Okay, this is it. This is actually it. I don't know what's meant to be. Is this just an archive of a troll who's making us look bad? I mean, if I look at like this archive here, how he's blurred out Everfree Network, and how these are just all highlights of really embarrassing scenes, like Bronies trying, you know, who can't sing, who can't play guitar, you know, bro hoofs when they're not actually giving bro fists, they're just like high-fiving each other, you know, and it's just really embarrassing. This channel, I'm pretty sure, isn't by a brony, and I hope it's not, because it is very embarrassing. Like, to a point where I just don't know what to do anymore. But then you get the good people in the fandom, and it gets to a point where if they leave, then, well, what am I going to do, you know? New people in the fandom, big names have to step up. When people, like if Saber Spark or, you know, Race left, new people would have to step up in order to keep the fandom going, and I honestly can't see the fandom going much longer than 1 or 2 more years. It'll continue as much as Friendship is Magic is made, but its online presence will start to decay. So long as we give in to the haters with our comments and don't think twice. Text can be misinterpreted. And I think that's something we need to remember. That, you know, just because something looks hateful, it could be, you know, sarcastic, ironic. So, yeah, I don't really have much more to say on that matter, but just before you comment, think about it, and don't comment half the time, because where do you expect to go? You'll just look like another butthurt brony who lives in his mum's basement and has nothing better to do than argue with like 12-year-olds on the internet. Just don't bother, because you're making yourself look bad, you're making the fandom look bad. They don't know what our fandom's like. They don't know about the music and the art. They don't know about the videos that we make and all the good things that we've done. They don't know that, and they never will, and they don't deserve to know. And with that, I've got nothing else to say, so yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something today. Post comments if, you know, you've got something to debate about in the comments. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, get a discussion going. But as far as anything else goes, yeah, thank you for watching.